You are listening to the Cigar Noise Boys.
Black dress with the tights underneath. I got the breath
This is
of
30303.
Yeah!
Come on. Come on. Don't come at me for 1 second. I don't even know what the title of that is. That the Don't Trust? Oh, yeah.
Tongue. Always pressed in your
Oh, yeah.
teeth.
Tell your boyfriend if he says he's got beef that I'm a vegetarian. That's an all-time song.
That they're from Denver, right? Or Colorado?
Yeah, there was a really tough time in my youth where, like, the only two groups were, like, The Fray and 303.
Okay, be careful. The Fray is they're still on a few playlists here.
Hey, The Fray's not too bad, but then, then we got One Republic. Big shout out to One Republic. The Lumineers. I mean, now we got some steam coming, but, like 09, those were dark days.
Any of these bands.
Well, I'm not saying you have to like them, but I'm just saying if you're going to be like the band from your area, you'd like a little more juice. We don't have a lot of it.
No, you got it better than Milwaukee.
Yeah, well.
Who do we have? We have Jeffrey Dahmer. He's a serial killer. I
really liked his album though. It was It was a great first album.
Nipple Belt, was that it? No. We had Violent Femmes. You know that song, right?
That's not a song.
It's a band. It's called Blister in the Sun. Let me go. Anyways, and then there.
Oh yeah. Do they have another song besides that one song?
No. And then there's that's all I can remember.
What's up, everybody? Cigar Noise Boys. This week with Jack, Drew State Jack. Welcome.
I'm amped to be here, boys. I knew this day would come eventually, and here it is.
Once you heard about it, you knew that 2 weeks later you would be on it.
I was aware of the podcast for a long time. I'm just not a big at this point. There's only so many things I can listen to, so I don't even pretend to listen. I don't even listen to podcasts in general anymore because I just work from home all day. I watch television. That's my media.
On that note, thanks. I think I have my beautiful. Love is for Suckers, and Ohio is for lovers. Isn't that like a Hawthorne Heights thing?
I thought that Virginia was for lovers.
No, Ohio. Come on. And anyways, it's a leather rose, baby.
Ooh, doggy. What are you about to light up?
Undercrown Maduro from like two or three trade shows ago. Flying Pig.
Ooh, baby.
Dom, what are you smoking?
I'm smoking an Uzi 6x60.
Oh wow! Of all this, I would never have guessed.
Well, okay. This is my go-to. I don't smoke 6x60s, but
usually 7x70s.
Oh my goodness! No, I haven't been to Aloni in Fremont Aloni Lounge in a while. So I thought, you know what? I like their Drew State selection. I'm going to go there. I got there at 10:30. I thought they opened at 10. The sign on the door said 11. So then I drove all the way to West Coast in South San Jose. And their outdoor lounge just got shut down by the county. So no more smoking even outside. But what'd they have? I think they had Undercrown, Flying Pigs, and Acids, and then this. And I think they had some Hoya too, but I thought, you know what? Yeah, I want to get some Drew Estate.
Straight up Drew Estate. Well, now I should have sent out a nice little care package. That would have been a good, professional thing to do. But, maybe afterwards. I got something. Check your mailbox before the next Olympics. You'll have a nice, juicy package from Drew Estate.
Well, first of all, I mean, it's hard to plan anything when you're given a 2-day notice. So, I mean.
Is that how long it was?
I think 12 hours. I mean, unless you.
No, I think it was Sunday. It was Sunday at least.
I forgot. Saturday. Was it Saturday?
Yeah, I had
semantics.
Plenty of time to overnight a package to the boys.
Hey, Jack, did you know me first or Tyler?
You first. We met. It was like the 2018 trade show. And I remember we were hanging out at the Drew Estate media party, actually, way back when Tyler was just a glimmer in his father's eye.
I was at the trade show, but Dom didn't invite me. You didn't invite me, so.
I don't think that we were friends or friendly. And then, Tyler and I were kind of like Instagram aware of each other. And then, we hung out in Colorado, and now I don't know who's better.
We were in like, and now we're in love. So.
That's exactly what it was. Dom, when you're talking about Ohlone, do you remember when I was there on Halloween dressed like Lars Tetens?
Yes, I do.
that was a wonderful memory. I was like, hope I probably won't see anybody I know here. I'll just, you're the only person that knew what I was dressed as, kind of. So that was a nice moment. I remember every time I only went to Northern California like 4 times. Every single time I saw you, you're always at either West Coast or Ohlone each time.
Yep.
So the moral of the story is
Tyler.
Yeah, Tyler and I are barely. I don't even know the guy. You and I, thick as thieves.
No. And I find that hard to believe that you met every time you went up you saw him.
It wasn't even coordinated. We just saw each other every single time.
And it's funny because I told you beforehand. You asked me about Dom, and I said, "Can we pretend like you don't know him?" And you're like, "Yeah." I'm like, "That's kind of." And then you just totally like within 5 minutes, I
forgot about that conversation.
I can't see your hands anymore, because they're too busy stroking Dom over there.
I forgot about our devious plan, but I don't feel bad at all. I'm many things, but dishonest and shifty. That's not a bit.
Jack, what are you smoking?
So I am inside of my apartment. Whenever I do something like this, I have 2 choices. I can either have internet or smoke a cigar. So I actually smoked right before this, but I didn't even think about it. I didn't smoke a Drew Estate cigar. I smoked a Bonsai. The little Cigar Dojo Aganorsa collaboration. So that was my walking around stick.
I got some of those in the old Yumi back
They're
there.
nice. There's a nice little, sometimes we have a lot of like tins, but sometimes if I'm going for a walk, I don't want just like a tin. That's like a trip to the gas station. I want like a little like petite Robusto joint.
I already asked you this, but I sent you a little care package, and apparently
I bricked it.
So when do you go to the office? You said once a week?
I only go Wednesdays, so it must have gotten there like Thursday or something.
Friday. Got there Friday.
And I'll go in tomorrow, and I'll be as happy as a clam.
I hope that I put a Boveda pack in there.
That'll be all right. Yeah, the whole place is humidified. What can you hurt?
Exactly. So look forward to that. And
do you guys have merch?
I sent you a sticker, bro.
Oh, hell yeah.
And I put one on the fridge at the Dojo Studio in production.
Tyler, did you mention what we're trying to do in the last podcast? I can't remember.
What were we trying to do?
The new merch.
The one that you were like poo-pooing a little bit?
Yeah.
I want to do an air freshener for your car. I've seen a tobacco shop do it.
That's a dope idea with just your logo.
With our logo. We do one that's round with the logo, and then one that's like a very serious portrait of us, one on each side. I'm dressed up to the nines. I got my chest hair out. I got
you would have to. You would have to. Do you have that like tuxedo locked and loaded? Are you ready?
No.
Do you have chest hair?
No.
Tyler, I like the idea. I just think we need to update the logo first.
Yeah, because I look completely different.
Yeah, you look like in this picture. You kind of look like Don Vito from Viva La Bam. I'm not saying you look like that, or even pictures I've seen of you at that time. I'm just saying the cartoonified version.
It's not even, ideal.
I don't even think the cartoon version looked like what you looked like at the time.
No, not ideal. What would say? Yeah. Let's not ever go back to that stage. Yeah, we need to update that logo, saply. So
I don't want to ask Sean yet because we just gifted him for the last logo he did like a year and a half ago.
Well, dude, it's Canada. It's hard to ship stuff there. Sean knows what's up. Sean knows it's
the bottle I sent to him shipped like a week and a half quicker than it took me to ship something to Oregon.
yeah. I don't know what that means, but
In this economy?
I sent Ted. I sent Ted a bottle of the Room 101 gin.
in these unprecedented times, you sent him gin.
The what?
Unprecedented.
You know,
You know
without
what's good.
precedent.
These
So I declared it as
not
EVOO.
cigars, not
Olive oil.
booze.
I always do books. Like, just we're in a book club, me and my buddy, just sending some some nice novels.
Send him some novellas, some sonnets from Shakespeare. No, I think if you put not cigars, obviously you're not cigars in there. So I think that's the best way to do it.
Hey, I'm not going to tell you what's in here, but I know it's not
I
cigars.
can tell you what it's not. I can't tell you what it is.
I don't want to get
I'll tell
into
you what it's not.
politics,
Semantics.
Mr. Customs Officer.
I remember
All
I
right.
tried. Sorry, Don. I tried shipping stuff to Sean and Rich. Rich. Fuck. Anyways, I tried sending stuff to Canada, and they're like, "Dude, the border's shut. Why would you even try this?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I had never shipped anything to Canada." You know, because it's the whole
border shut. Their packages. What are you gonna like, cough in a sandwich bag and then ship it to Canada?
I don't know, but it was really. I was already like sweating because I had to write like art supplies or paintbrushes on there, and. Hey, look what time it is. It's already time for the segment with Tron. Holy
We haven't
shit.
even done any of the other segments.
Because we're
Yes,
running
I-
late.
Rowan. We're not running.
I
late.
was running late. Tron,
Hey,
What's
how's
up?
it going?
pretty good, man. We're off to a good start. I'm running late, as usual.
He had to put his meat away.
I had a lot of meat that's in the fridge that needs to be moved to the freezer ASAP before it turns. So,
All
I
right,
know how that is.
Tron, hit us with the fact.
Okay, do you want PG or just full blown R?
R.
R.
Jack wants art.
Okay.
We are on
Okay.
Facebook, Tron. Just
So,
Just
art.
in case your employer is watching.
He's unemployed.
Yeah, I'm a freelancer.
Never mind. Go on.
So, okay, this is a little bit to do with United States laws. So, in the U.S., it is actually not illegal to consume human flesh, but it is depending on how you actually harvest that.
Okay.
Oh.
Harvest was an interesting.
we're talking about like the placenta.
No,
Oh,
well,
God.
that's
No,
included.
it's Placencia cigars, not placenta.
Placencia.
Go on.
So you can't go out, kill somebody, eat them. Obviously, you
It's
can't.
murder. I mean, it's textbook's murder. I believe. I'm no lawyer, but
Basically, unless the only legal way is if you know somebody, or you just eat yourself. That allows you to eat them.
Oh, okay.
There's actually a case down in Florida where a guy got his foot amputated, or had to get his foot amputated, and he made tacos, and him and his friends ate it.
He and his
Foot
friends ate it.
tacos?
That's disgusting.
Foot taco.
I mean, tacos are pretty popular right now, and
Well, what if somebody else like hits a hitchhiker and you just happen to like, it's like
Well, I think
roadkill. Roadkill. You didn't do it. The guy's
Yeah,
already dead.
I think
Well,
the meat's
that's
ruined though.
Oh,
The
it
impact,
is.
the meat's been once that meat's been crushed like that. It's only hamburger. You just leave that body to the side there.
So
That's
when
a
he
good
fed
question,
them
Jack.
the tacos, did he ask for their footnotes?
Yeah.
Hey, you guys, it's been really nice being on the podcast. I gotta go.
It's all right, yeah.
It's been nice. Had a good time. Thanks so much.
Oh, Jonathan, is that you? I gotta go, guys. Tron, thank you again. You have anything to add?
Oh, how was dinner last night, bro?
Let's not talk about it. Any
Okay.
questions? Any questions for Jack? Do you know Jack?
This will be the first time I met Jack.
Tron and I are fast
Wonderful.
friends already.
Do you have any questions for Tron, Jack?
Tron,
known-
is that Tron? Is that your last name? Is that a nickname? Is that your first name? Talk Tron to me.
Okay, so I got Tron is a nickname. There's a Canadian movie called Fubar. It's a mockumentary about two metalheads, and then they have a friend named Troy that actually went by the name Tron because it sounded more intimidating.
I fully endorse and support that. I was just kind of hoping that your parents just saw you as like a little baby and were just like, Tron.
No, even worse. They're like, look at this little baby. We're gonna name him Mark. So
Yeah.
Tron was born with a beard and student loan debt.
Yeah.
So all
That
right,
is
Tron.
That's constantly paid off. But anyways, I do look like Tron from the movie, so that's how I got the nickname.
That's a good question, Jack.
Nice.
We haven't discussed that, and Tron's been
Never.
on the pod numerous times.
Never came up.
Never came up. It was mostly murder and cannibalism. Yeah. All right, Tron. Thank you. Have a good night. Wait. Last thing, Tron. What'd you smoke today? Give us a smoke count. How many cigars did you smoke?
I smoked a Blackworks Boondocks, a United Cigars Firecracker, and I'm smoking a Roma Craft SGP right now.
Okay. I told you to smoke some Drew Estate. Now I look like an idiot in front of our guest. All right, Tron. Thank you. We appreciate it. And that was our fucked up fact of the week with Tron. There's a big ass bug on my drink. It's like a June bug. Anyways,
It's January.
That was our June bug of the week.
June bug. Oh no, that's full circle.
Protein.
Eat
Protein.
it on the pod.
Speaking
Eat
of
it on the pod.
June
Okay,
bugs
take it easy, guys.
by
Have
Tron.
fun.
Thank you, Tron.
So I have a new hobby. I am trying to ferment things, and I'm going to make ginger beer. Did you know the starter? So, like when you're making sourdough bread, you have a sourdough starter. You need the same thing for ginger beer, and it's called a ginger bug.
Like it's like a jerk. Like what does that look like?
It's just bubbly ginger, water, and sugar
Like the
fermenting.
ginger bug looks like that.
No, it's not. It's not an actual bug. The
It's
little
just like that's what they call the package or whatever.
the liquid, the solution is called ginger bug.
That's like, have you ever seen like a mother vinegar or like kombucha? Like it's so gross. looking.
Kombucha,
How is it said?
kombucha.
Oh,
no.
sorry. Hey, somebody's from California. Hey.
Oh my goodness. The booch.
Excuse me.
Bug won't get off my energy drink.
All right. First topic, I guess second after Tron. If you had to hang out with anyone named Jack
Ooh.
ever. So this goes to everyone here.
Jack the Ripper.
Start naming. That's the first thing that comes to mind other than
Well, Jack Nicholson would be pretty cool. Jack Tarano is like the second coolest dude in the cigar industry, easily. Named Jack. It's the second
Is-
coolest dude named Jack.
Behind
Me.
yeah, okay.
That's the joke there.
All right.
Jack Sparrow. Characters count.
Oh, Jack Sparrow. Well, Jack Sparrow, if characters count, Jack Sparrow's number one. That's got to be. Can you imagine a weekend? You know, you fly into Tortuga with the boys, you and JS just getting after it.
Drinking all the rum. What's the guy from the Halloween?
Jack
Tim Burton
Skellington.
movie? Yeah, he's kind of I think that'd be a tough hang.
Yeah, you see, I mean, he had a lot going on personally too during
Yeah.
that film. It seemed like
Tough hang.
in middle of a midlife crisis.
Who's that new singer? There's a rapper, Jack
Harlow,
Jack Harlow.
white rapper,
Jack White.
and he's doing Jack White. That's a great one. That might be another. Well, you're not a White Stripes guy.
No.
Wow.
No.
I knew that. but
Jack.
Mike.
There's a guy I work with at the cigar shop named Jack, and when he's not working, we got a customer that says, "Hey Tyler, is Jack off?" And I'm like, "Yeah, Jack is not working today."
Jackson Pollock. I don't know if that really counts.
No.
Oh, Jack Black. What about Jack Black?
Oh, Jack
Oh,
Black is
duh.
a riot.
There's your. I just looked up
That's a good one.
famous Jacks. We could do this for an entire hour. What about that guy named Jack? Come
But
on.
should we do it for an entire hour?
No, any more Jacks?
No.
So I'm going. Who did I say? Jack the Ripper.
Did you know Jack the Ripper most likely was inspired by Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde? That was released shortly before the murders were committed.
No, I
Did
didn't
you
know
know
I'll
that
have to fact
Johnny
check myself
Depp,
on that.
who played Jack Sparrow, was in a movie about Jack the Ripper?
Yeah. Wait, wasn't that the Demon Barber of Fleet Street?
No,
the
that
same
was
thing?
that's a fucking musical, man.
Wasn't that about Jack the Ripper? Who was that about?
No, it's about some barber.
Well, I don't know.
That was based
I don't
on a
know.
play.
I haven't done a lot of research on this sort of stuff. I'm sorry.
What was it?
I'll see myself out.
Yeah, what was that movie called? What Jack? God, no. Jack the
Edward
Ripper?
Scissorhands.
Oh, I hate you. Edward Forty Hands.
Edward 40 Hands.
Come on, guys! I need to know this movie.
While you're thinking
Johnny
about
Depp's in it.
No,
All
while
right.
you're thinking about it, shout out to our sponsor. You said Edward 40 Hands, and it reminded me of that segments I did like a year ago for Cigar Noise. Check him out. Dave's back. I need to text him still. I keep saying that, and we're going to try to get him on.
Yeah, because
I'm
you're a
slacking.
lazy.
Oh,
Oh.
what's the movie? What's the movie? You don't know.
It's
Let's
like
move
in too deep, in blood.
on.
Oh, the Johnny. Are we still talking about the Johnny
search
Depp?
on?
Yeah, come on, Jack. You got a laptop there. I'm using my
Yeah,
laptop. to talk.
Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber. of
That's
Fleet
not
Street.
it.
Yeah, the
Jack
Really?
the Ripper
from hell.
from hell.
But was he in that?
Jack the Ripper or Johnny Depp?
Well, no, Johnny Depp.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah, he was. All right,
All right.
we can move on.
Oh wait, real quick. Have you seen the Edward Norton movie called Primal Fear?
I think I have. Is that
There's
the
a
lawyer
twist.
one? The
Yeah, there's
lawyer
a
one
twist
with
that-
Richard Gere? That's a crazy twist.
Crazy. Have you
That's
seen The
a-
Curve?
Trouble with the Curve?
No, no, that sounds awful. It's called The Curve with Matthew Lillard in it.
No.
Dude, it went right to VHS, and it's a good movie. What happened to Matthew Lillard, man? He had such a promising career. Scream.
Don't even know who that is.
He was in Scream. He was in Scooby-Doo as Shaggy.
Oh.
Oh, he was
yeah.
Shaggy?
Yeah, he's a very
Those movies were underrated. The live action Scooby Doo's.
I've seen none of them.
They're a good rewatch.
Oh, come on. What was it? Mystery Island, or what was the one
All the frosted tips.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
It's a good
Okay.
timepiece.
I can't get behind the CGI.
Timepiece, is that what we
dog.
call it? That's
A
like
bezel.
a watch is a timepiece, right?
Yes, that is what they call watches.
Hmm.
A period piece. Period piece?
That works. I like that.
Based on the 70s, I would say.
I know, it takes place like current day. There's like phones and stuff.
Who?
Yeah,
So-
but you watch it now and it's super dated. You see
Yeah,
guys-
yeah.
Oops.
Like when
You
people
got-
have like the sweet flip phones in movies and stuff, like
Mhm.
Or a pager? You're like, what the
Sidekick.
fuck? Dude, sidekicks were legit. Be careful. What about razors, man? Razors were the
Whoa.
best cell phone.
I was like the last kid to get a Motorola Razor. I was like, come on. I had one that was called the Pebble, which was like the lamest version of the Razor. It was a sad childhood.
That was also the name of Dwayne Johnson's son. The
That
Rock
might be
Pebble.
That might be worse than footnotes.
Thanks.
No.
We have some questions from listeners, or topics actually.
Thanks again, Dom's mom, for submitting the questions. We appreciate that.
Starting out, question from Kim Smoking on Instagram. Thoughts on tramp stamps?
I knew that exactly where that question was going.
Okay.
Oh.
I almost made this the analogies of the day, but then I feel like Tyler would say, "Oh, tramp stamps by Tatwahe." Oh.
No, it's by surrogates.
So-
By surrogates. It's a good.
Forgive
That
me.
is a great cigar. I do have a Camacho Scorpion tramp stamp that I got in Honduras from a guy that looked like T-Pain. That is a real thing. And I don't
Huh.
regret it at all. It's been good luck. Nothing but good luck since
Wow.
the day I got it. Not one bad thing has happened to me.
Nice.
Look at me now. I'm on the preeminent cigar podcast
Ooh.
in the industry.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Tyler?
Oh, my
Thoughts
laptop
on,
literally almost died because it wasn't plugged in all the way.
Get it together, man.
I know. First of all, I want to give a shout out to Tyler Ruckstuhl. Shout out to him, that bitch. And then shout out to Kyle. What's up, Kyle? Hector, how's it going? Jackass, somebody said 13 Ghosts. Matthew Lillard, 13 Ghosts, great movie. Tramp stamps. Yeah, I have no tattoos because I'm a crybaby bitch boy, and I would literally cry if I got a tattoo. But I am a fan of tattoos. I mean, but I would never get one.
What about face tats?
Yeah, it's a different age. You can be successful with the face tat. I think in today's day and age.
Speaking of face tats, sorry to cut you off. I'm not sorry. Nick our Agua just posted, I think, on a story. What's his face with the face tats, and Nick was in the background with the rapper, the white guy.
Which white guy? There's so many.
Lil Peep?
No, the famous
rest
one.
in peace.
Tekashi 6ix9ine?
Post Malone.
Post Malone. That's yeah.
Oh, man.
He's got way too many tats.
So it's Post Malone and Nick's on a screen in the background. So I don't know what they did.
I'm looking at this now.
Wow,
Yeah.
How many face tats does he have?
Jack, let's see that tattoo, man.
Baker's.
I'm in a situation where I can't really.
Don't BS
I'll
the yeser.
No, I'm not kidding. I'm in
believe
a.
you.
Look at. I'll show. I have a picture
My
of it.
goodness.
I'll show a picture of it.
That's fine.
But I can't stand up right now. I'm in like my table raises up.
Dude,
It is
Post
real.
Malone's looking really rough in that. He's looking
The face
rough.
tats.
It's a real thing that I got on my
Oh,
body.
dude, that is. So you get like free boxes of Camacho for life, or
Yeah, they sent me a decent amount. I didn't really negotiate as hard as I should have. There was a lot of alcohol flowing, but I believe that this was true. I didn't get like an official signed document, but I said if I get it, I get to go to any Davidoff board meeting and I get to flash the scorpion and I'm allowed entry. Now I don't know if that grants me any like board seats, but I'm allowed
any
entry.
shares?
No, I don't know. I didn't negotiate that hard. I also got my flight upgraded on the way back, and they sent me a gigantic package. So, but you do this sort of thing for the love of the game, Tyler. You don't do this sort of
I
thing
understand. I
for
mean,
money or fame or women.
it's not about the. Never mind.
We have another
Let's-
topic. Listener
But
question.
real quick, let's talk
Yeah, go
about
ahead.
this tattoo for one. Let's
let's get into it.
unwrap this. Let's just peel back the layers.
Please do.
Bro, so they tried talking you out of it, right? And you're
Yeah,
like, no, I'm getting it.
Everyone assumes that like it was just like purely alcohol, which is the idea. I came up with the idea on like a Monday, and I got the tattoo on like a Thursday. So every single day they were just like, "You weren't actually serious," and I was like, "I'll do it. You think I won't?" And they're like, we'll obviously set everything up, but you don't actually want this, right? And then eventually, I just was like, yeah, let's do it. Like
you were pot committed at the time.
I'm like, yeah, I'm not a coward. So when I actually started to get the tattoo affixed on my body, I was stone cold sober. Well, not stone cold sober, but I was able to consent to this decision. But it hurt. It did hurt pretty bad. So by the end of it, obviously you drank a little alcohol. It was like it's on your spine. It hurts. But I did have the option to get out 5 times, and I didn't really realize that once you like color your skin black, you can't. Because I wanted to give him like a Hawaiian shirt afterwards, like some sunglasses, but they're like, no, like your skin's just black. And then somebody said to me like, oh, why wouldn't you just get the outline of a scorpion? It'd be much easier to like do anything
Except
else.
You're
for
gonna put a
eyes.
Hawaiian shirt on a scorpion?
Doesn't that
Why
sound
wouldn't-
kind of awesome?
What would
It
that look
does.
like?
Well,
Like
he'd
Jimmy
have
Buffett
well, he'd
concert.
have 3. He'd have 3 holes on each side. It'd be like 2.
That's where we're having a problem with your Dom is the fucking Hawaiian shirt.
Yeah.
Out
I'm
of
just
all
trying to
the
visualize it. I'm just trying to visualize it.
Well, and then I was thinking too, like Dom, you're
Like
a fan of the Pit Vipers, but some like powerful shades on him as well, like kind of make him party it up a little bit. Now I have talked about getting like a hot tub back there for him, getting like a cool little like scorpion house. But who knows?
He needs some friends back there. I mean,
Yeah, we had a fantasy football bet that the loser had to maybe get tattooed. So I was kind of hoping I would lose so I could add like, I kind of want to turn my entire back into like a gas station T-shirt. Where there's like a wolf in the desert, like howling at the moon, and so it just seems like the scorpion's just like a member of a cast of characters. It's a lot less weird if there happens to be a scorpion in my tramp stamp area than there being
I mean,
just the two tattoos that I have.
He definitely needs a couple like cacti. Is that how you say that?
Yeah. I was thinking that too. A coyote or something.
A coyote. I mean, you could kombucha. Yeah. But I will tell you this: in Denver, we were able to hang out for a little bit, and you got me onto something. I've been chasing that high ever since.
You can't find them anywhere.
I can't find nothing like that.
The smoothie style sour.
Oh,
it is the best
so
beer.
good.
They only have it at like 3 places that I've heard of. Maybe some of the listeners know. Dom, to clue you in, Jordan, my good friend, our good friend, loves craft beer, and there's a couple places in Denver that have this. It's like they call it a smoothie style sour, but it's like drinking like an Adwala or like a Naked Juice or something, but with alcohol, and it's almost indescribable. It's so delicious.
It's a party in your mouth. I mean, it's thick, it's sweet,
fruity, yeah, but not
fruity,
like offensive.
Nutty. It's really good. It's really good. But you can't find that fucking anywhere. And
No.
I mean, they knew how much I liked it, but yet they wouldn't crack open another can. Like they gave me that much. I'm like, God, I really like this. That was awkward. It was also awkward when I tried to weasel a ride home from Jack, and he was having no part of that.
I literally, you're like, Jack could give you a ride home, and I just went like this. I was like.
It got quiet.
Like,
and then
didn't even laugh.
I'm like, I'll see my way.
I didn't even
guys.
want to open the door for it, to be honest.
No, but it was funny. I got
Denver's airport is incredibly far away. It's
I
not
know.
like
It
most
was-
cities are. And at the time, I was like, this guy just drank like 16 beers. I don't know if I feel safe with him. He's a real party animal.
You're like, I'll wait for the Uber to pick you up, but the Uber's here, and it's like, it was.
Yeah, well, I don't know if you picked up on it. I do not like you.
Perfectly clear. I get that a lot, so I appreciate that. Your honesty, at least. Most of the time, they just say it behind my back. So
of course,
it's refreshing. The honesty.
I like to come on your podcast to tell you. That's how I roll.
I appreciate it. But yeah, it was that beer, man. It's but like I said, they just gave me like literally there was 15 of us, and we shared one 6-ounce beer, and I'm like, this is what you guys do? This is how you treat people? Eric bounced after the show. He's like, all right, guys, I'm out. I'm tired. I'm like, wait, what? And then, these guys felt obligated. Like, I took a $40 Uber ride out there.
Yeah, he's got an even more expensive one on the way back. We can't just strand this guy now.
Yeah, and then I started off on the wrong foot when I called Jordan, Jack, and I called you. And it's like, this isn't good. You guys, first of all, you look the same, and you both names start with a J. I'm like, it's too much.
Yeah, Jordan also doesn't like you too, so that's another way
that
could be confusing.
Did anybody like me? I mean, I handed out cigars. I brought cigars for everybody. I think
the
buy your
dog.
friendship.
I think the dog liked you, from what I heard. I think that the dog thought you were.
I don't remember a dog.
Did you lay down on the floor for this dog, Tyler?
Have I done that before?
Nicaragua, you're on the ground with a dog.
Oh yeah, that was a stray dog that almost bit my face off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a masterful transition from Tyler. Really putting on a show.
Yeah, it was the good times had by all.
We had a great time. We had a full photo shoot.
That was fun.
We were smoking, drinking, telling funny stories. You couldn't beat it.
Yeah, cigars taste like shit out there in Denver.
Oh yeah, that's it. That's a known fact. Do you actually believe that? Did you feel that way?
Dude, yeah. And I smoked some unicorns out there. I smoked a 2011 Cro-Magnon. I smoked the new sizes of the Baca, the Wanderlust, and Neanderthal. Wanderlust.
Well, it's dry, but you get used to it. You merely visited.
Yeah, you've been. What's that from Bane? You've
Yeah,
You
adapted.
merely adopted the dryness. I was born in it.
Molded by it.
Molded by. I can't do that voice.
I didn't know humidity till I was already a man.
I had to see a South Park episode with the UPS guy. They all talk
No,
like Bane.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. that I
South
remember
Park's
that.
from Denver, right?
Yeah. South Park is an area outside of Denver. They have like it's a little town. One of the show's creators went to my high school. That's super interesting.
Oh, yeah. Anyways, I did get in trouble in third grade because I wore a shirt that said, "Oh my God, they killed Kenny," and there was blood on it. And they made me turn it inside out.
Whoa. Sounds like you were pretty hardcore.
I was bad to the bone. You know, I wore my hat
Is that
backwards.
is that before your first stint in juvie?
My first stint for. What did I do? There was a book from the library, and I punched a hole in it with a hole puncher, and I had to pay like a $3 fine, and they made a pretty big deal about it. I'm like, guys, let me just give you the money.
Next time you tell that story, just say you punched a hole in the library book. Keep it at that.
All right. But transitioning over to Drew Estate one more time. This new event you guys are doing looks pretty dope. The Willie Herrera and the
Yeah. The H99.
H99. Let's hear about that.
You'll get some. You'll for sure. Well, you guys ought to do an event. But so last year,
if we do an event,
I mean,
you will get some.
yeah.
If you do buy in.
I don't know how I'm going to get my safety stock, but so last year with all of our events, so we started the year and that was going to be our event cigar. Then COVID happened, so we're like, okay, maybe
what happened?
COVID. So maybe we're like, maybe we could do like some events or whatever. So we tried like a test run of like Zoom events, and then they went pretty dang well. So we just said, okay, we need to get Year of the Rat out, and so we released them at every event. We had Year of the Rat, and then we had different swag kits that came out. So this year, starting February 1st, we have H99 again. And for those that don't remember, I think it was 2018. Dom, it was that trade show, that very same trade show.
Yeah.
Where Dom and I became best friends, and we both refused to talk to Tyler. Where the H99 and League of 10th Anniversary came out. So the H99 it's a 24 count box. It's just a Toro, but it's this hybridized Connecticut and Corojo wrapper. Oh yeah, I actually got my lighter stolen by Dom's holding up the League of 10 super rare lighter. I got mine stolen by TSA. I'll never forgive myself. But anyway, these cigars have been like, we had a first batch, and then there was a crop failure, a massive hailstorm that took away an entire crop. And I'm having a hard time focusing. But they're finally back. So the H99s have been gone for a long time, and then we also have some Herrera Esteli swag. We're giving away Miamis at events. I think we have a dartboard promo for certain stores, so it's going to be super sick.
Real quick, for our listeners who are not watching this on Facebook, Tyler was just reading his hot male book, Cigars in the Parlor, and so that's why he broke Jack.
Yeah, that was a. Well, you guys are aware of Peterson Boswell's existence, are you? Or are you not? Tyler, have you ever heard of Peterson Boswell?
Tell me more. I'm intrigued.
I'm pretty sure he's been eradicated from Facebook, but there was a famous Facebook troll. We actually have a support group called the Victims of Peterson Boswell.
I've heard of it. Yeah, okay.
This guy would message pretty much every person in the cigar industry. This was like 2017, maybe 16. This was when he was active. But you'd see a guy, Peterson, and he would be like, "Can I hold your cigar?" or something like that, and he would send that to everybody, or like, "Wow, do you have any pipes I can see?" And he would just send these weird, I think he was a troll. But the funny thing was, everybody you would start to talk to people in public, and you'd be like, "There's this one guy, Peterson Boswell," and then they'd be like, "You know that guy?" So there's a support group that I'm a member of, but he's maybe one of the most famous Facebook cigar trolls in history.
Sounds like he's just looking for friends. I don't see what's weird about that. I mean,
He was looking
No.
for friends. I just don't know if I personally was looking to be one of his friends.
I haven't seen much trolling in the cigar game online in a long time.
Back in like the Reddit days, it was like the wild west. Cigar it's pretty tame now. And now everything's kind of cordoned off to Facebook, but there used to be some great stuff that would happen.
I heard it goes down in MeWe and what's the other
Parler.
one, Parler. That's where
The great MeWe exodus of
The
like
Wild Wild
2019. Facebook's.
Tyler, have you seen Brad in a while?
Brad.
Yeah.
We did a little when I was down with the COVID. If you guys heard of that, I had that back in October. I did a little 2-hour video with him.
Nice. He was the troll that I remember back in the day.
That's a pretty big.
It's an accomplishment.
Yeah, I guess.
Yep.
So for the record, Mr. Drew and Mr. Jack, I have not had the Year of the Rat, the H99, or the League of 10. I'm just throwing it out there. Carry on.
Well, Jack, let him know where he can buy some.
Lake Country Cigars should be having.
Well, I was in Denver when they put that Year of the Rat out.
I think that I can accomplish some sort of something like that. You might have to be patient. I always say before the next Olympics, but it's kind of coming back to bite me because the next Olympics is like in a few months. So I have a lot of stuff I gotta get shipping.
That's like when I told Nate we made a bet that I wouldn't cut my hair until the next trade show. Well, who would have thought?
There'd never be another one. They're canceled for. Are you still doing it?
Yeah, I can't not cut it.
Well, TPE counts, right? That might happen.
Yeah, in May. This is 14 months of
Hard work.
hard. Well, it's
Tyler,
the combing part every day. It takes a lot. You know, I feel like Christian Bale in American Psycho. It takes me 30 minutes to prep in the morning. The hair, I got to do the face. You know, I got to floss and brush my teeth.
Tyler, I'm probably only a few inches behind you.
Say it. Come again.
Whoa.
No, in length of
Oh,
my hair.
okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that too, huh?
Yeah, because like I've got a serious
That's
mullet going on.
bro.
Skull.
Don't
Yo, I
come at
can't-
me with that weak stuff,
Oh.
bro.
It moves when I shake it.
Well, you have a skullet because literally your hairline is right here.
I'm trying to be the guy from Scorpions. Good singer.
All right, pull it out. Whip it out. Pull it. Let's see it.
For those of you guys on the podcast, those guys that are just
yeah.
listening on the podcast, Tyler and Dom are both naked.
We are. This is Cigar Noise Boys After Dark. The Quiet Store.
Quiet
Remember
store.
Hey, let's jump into a new topic. Well, actually, last listener question. Kim also asked for some fashion tips.
Ooh.
Oh, I was gonna bring this up.
Tyler, I know you're into like outmoded brands. Go ahead.
Tyler has some cool stuff going on. I feel like he's got.
Yeah, I
20
brought
years
back
ago.
Champion.
That's
solo.
cool.
Single-handedly.
Look at this coat. I mean, I burnt the
Look-
hole in the first day I
If you're
had.
the only one wearing it, that doesn't make it popular.
Oh, that's one of my favorite Kanye West quotes ever. A paparazzi at the airport asked him if he was getting into fashion, and he screamed at him. He's like, "Do you see this coat?" He's like, "Of course I'm into fashion." My current fashion is I just refuse to buy new clothes while nobody will ever see me. So I'm wearing currently a lot of free merch from companies or various. Now, I will say I don't feel comfortable rocking like my foundation shirt anymore, or even my Aganorsa Leaf shirt. We don't make shirts, so I have not a lot of shirt options.
Yes, you do.
The Rocky Mountain Cigar Fest ones. Wait, what do you have?
Give me about 5 to 8 minutes, and I'll have this hoodie off.
For the podcast listeners,
No, I'm not taking the hoodie
now
off.
he's actually getting naked. What shirt is
What?
that?
What's going on with my?
Those are your nipple belts.
Where the hell did you get that? I didn't know that we actually made those ever. Did you make those yourself?
I macramated it. I don't know what that word means. Hey. Ooh. I have a couple Jewish state ones, but they're the acid variety. Yeah, wow. I dug it out of the vault, man. My the stuff I haven't worn in a long time.
I live in Florida, and I never see people, so I wear flip-flops, short shorts, Carhartt shirts. Boom. That's it. That's all you need.
Short shorts, chubby by chance?
Patagonia baggies. They're technically swimming trunks, but they're just so dang comfortable.
Duly noted.
What is, Tyler, can you, since you're like 25, can you school me on what fits means?
Your fit? I mean, it's your outfit. I mean, it's like,
okay.
I mean, come on. I mean,
I saw this picture, like unzip my jacket so I could show them my fit, and I really had no clue what that meant.
Yeah. So for our listeners at home, cargo shorts out. They've been out for a long time. I don't care how handy they are.
Zip-off pants are back in. The cool zip-off dad pants.
Sarcastically, they're in.
That's my entire brand. It's sarcastic, like, you know,
like the ironic
kneecap. Oh
zip.
Yeah, those joints that your dad used to have, where you'd be like, "Whoa, it's getting hot out." But then my question was always, "What do you do with the bottoms? Like, where do you put them?
Fold them up and put them in one of your sweet cargo pockets." Crocs are not in. They never were.
I think that they're coming back.
They made a resurrection, and they were like funny cool, but I don't understand.
When Post Malone came out with his own Croc, that's when I knew it was done.
I think it's just the beginning.
Nick's gonna fight you. He's probably doing a collab with him.
I'm currently into like Tevas, like the strap up Jesus sandals. That's something I'm bringing back. Pretty stoked about it.
What I don't like are the button up shirts with the vent thing in the back.
Oh, the PFGs?
Yeah, not a fan.
That's my joint. You got to try those out. Those are incredible.
You'll never see me one.
I really like doing like kind of like stolen valor outfits. Like, so I wear a lot of like camo and then a lot of like workwear, like Carhartt logo or like, you know, like work shirts and pants. But I've never worked an honest day of work in my life.
I was going to say you have very ladylike hands.
Of course. You couldn't find a callus if you tried.
And my hands were rough, bro. Remember I showed you, like, they were like, I was like bleeding.
Paws on you.
Go to Denver and you're touching each other's hands.
That's all we did the whole time.
The whole time.
Man.
And hold it.
6 hours.
6 hours of straight.
What was your pickup line? You're trying to read his palm or something?
Yeah, I said, Tyler, are you tired? Because you've been running through my mind all day.
And I said,
that's when we started holding hands, yeah.
Is that a mirror in your pocket? Because I see myself in there.
That's pretty much how it went down.
And then he said, that Uber ride, is it here yet? And I said, well, it's going to take, I'll order it now. All right, fine. It was cold in Denver.
It's cold. Well,
we had each other. So our body heat, you know.
Yeah. Got hot.
It got hot. In that garage. Yeah. Anyways.
Jack, have you ever read Great Expectations?
Please.
No, what's that?
Oh.
So it was my least favorite book of all time. Tyler
Charles
said,
Dickens?
Yeah, Tyler liked it. And
I love it, man.
I have to teach it next month, so I'm rereading it. It's better than I remembered, but it's still stupid, and it's way too advanced for 7th grade. I was going into freshman year of high school, and it was still too advanced for me.
It's better than Beowulf.
There's a movie?
Oh, I would watch. Okay, do you want a breakdown of the first few chapters?
Yeah.
Tell me if you're going to like this. Orphan boy, real little boy, standing in front of the graves of his dead parents and dead 5 brothers. Then all of a sudden, an escaped convict comes out of nowhere and it's like, hey, little boy, I'm going to cut your throat. Go get me some food and a file to take my shackles off, or I'll eat your heart and liver. Back to
Man, that sounds pretty heavy.
It's a callback to Tron's segment.
Oh, yeah.
So he goes steal stuff from his sister who's taking care of him, gives it to the convict. Convict eventually gets caught. He doesn't get in trouble. And then all of a sudden, there's this wealthy woman in town, and she's like, invites him over because she wants him to play in her yard or something. He goes over there. She's never left a room that's pitch black in like 20 some odd years. She's in a wedding dress. Only wears
she was left at the altar.
Yeah, I'm not there yet. Okay. Anyway, he like walks in this strange dark room, and she's like, "I want to see you play."
With her smoke show daughter,
who makes him cry and enjoys making him cry. By the way, his sister.
This movie's been adapted like 4 times, just so you know.
yeah, but when you're a smoke show, you can make fun of people.
One of them has Ethan. I think it's Ethan Hawke.
Ethan Hawke?
One of the Hawks.
I think there's only one Hawk.
I think there's 2. I don't know.
There's John Hawks, but I think
Gwyneth Paltrow and Ethan Hawke. Come on.
Gwyneth Paltrow was definitely the daughter.
I got to be honest. The movie kind of looks awesome.
It's a tragic love story.
Oh, there's a 2012 adaptation as well. It sounds like some of those British things. Like, have you ever watched like a British like movie, and like the entire show or the entire movie is just like nothing ever really happens? There's like, I'm madly in love with you, Arthur. And that's like the climax of the movie is like, I've always loved you, Elizabeth. And then the entire time they just like walked by each other 3 times during the movie. I don't know. Maybe I'm just spitballing here.
British exchange students from college had a tramp stamp.
Yeah, that's actually that's Pride and Prejudice, basically the plot there.
She's a.
Did you see Little Women?
No.
Did you see the person who directed and wrote that did
Big Trouble in Little China?
No, fuck. Has that
Fat
one
Liar.
chick who I can't say her
My
name.
Big Fat Greek Wedding.
No, Carry On. But
On.
oh, have you seen The Talented Mr. Ripley?
No.
Oh my god. Philip Seymour Hoffman?
Yeah, I'm a big
Jude
PSH
Law?
guy. No.
Gwyneth Paltrow? Need I go on? Because I can't.
No, sounds great. I'm in.
Yeah. Anyways, Great Expectations. Read it. I'm gonna see if I can get one that's signed by the great Chuck Dickens.
Charles Dickens?
Yeah.
Chucky D.
Chucky D. One of the greatest authors of my lifetime, or many years before.
I don't think that he has been alive for some time.
Well, his spirit's alive with his literature, with his novels. There you go.
Christmas Carols. That's big gas. That's a great film and book and everything.
The Muppets version?
Oh,
yeah.
Well, now have you seen the two books this year that are like they're out of copyright? 1984 and Great Gatsby.
Yeah.
So there's like a petition for like a Muppets Great Gatsby.
Oh god,
Incredible.
I haven't seen the one with Leo.
It was pretty bad, but
Neither.
that's just not a good movie. And that's like the one book that every person actually read in 6th grade. Everyone else you just spark noted, but for some reason everybody actually read Great Gatsby.
I remember having my mom read a book for me and do the whole book report, and that was Tuck Everlasting.
Tuck Everlasting. Also an awful movie.
What was that 4th grade, 5th grade?
Does it matter?
I'm just hoping you didn't read it in college or high school.
Anyways,
My mother was a professional graphic designer. Like that's what she did for work. And I took a graphic design class, and I can't create anything. Like I can't draw or whatever. So my mom would just do she'd just do all my projects. I got a C-. I was like, what tough critic.
So what I'm
Wow.
hearing is we're going to send you some pictures of ourselves. You'll email your mom, and
absolutely.
she'll send us back a new logo.
Absolutely.
All right. I do have a kind of Drew Estate topic.
Wonderful.
God.
So at Aloni Cigar Lounge near me, they have some Drew Estate merch on the walls. The business rat. I don't know if there's a name for that guy. And then
it's like a rat painted on something, but he's wearing like a suit.
Yeah, and then the sexy rat secretary.
Okay,
Or-
so I do actually want to get into this
Yeah.
at pretty great detail.
So I mean, I look at that and I think, I shouldn't think that's attractive. It is a rat.
It's kind of like Lola Bunny, though.
Well, that's what. So what? In terms
6
of
to midnight.
marketing, what have you seen that tries to use sex to sell, that's kind of funny. So I was thinking like, Carl's Jr., GoDaddy.
I have such a great thing. All right, you talk for 2 seconds. I have to grab something that I actually
All right.
got
Yeah.
painted.
I'll show you. I mean, look at this guy's. Look how wide his mouth is open.
What's the name of that? The Ombre by United Cigars.
I mean, look
What's
at
the
it.
name of the ashtray? What is it called?
This sounds about right. I don't fucking know. It's called an
It's not-
ashtray.
Okay. Were you listening to the? No, you weren't. Anyway, I went to Bed Bath & Beyond, and there was this potpourri, and it had this like maid, like kind of bending over the toilet with a short skirt, making like a O face, or like a oops face.
Were you talking Betty Boop?
Oh.
Kind of, okay, Betty Boop face, and it was selling potpourri. Like, I don't understand how that's gonna make me want to buy it.
So the sexy rat, I was always very
Weirdly turned on.
well, yeah, and also intrigued by, because like if you go to the Drew Estate factory, like right by the door, there's like crazy sexy rats, like these rats are way too sexy, and then there's like one cool rat in a suit that like pulled up to the club with all these sexy rats, and I just our Jesse Flores, who was with the company for a very long time, was a wonderful artist, and
Good guy.
great guy, awesome. Look him up. He liked that was kind of his art style. So, and then we have a lot of rat lore and pig lore and various. So I said, well, when I went down there, you can bring a little item and have it hand painted. So I said, why do I never see a sexy pig? And he's like, I've done some sexy pigs before. He's like, but usually, I just do the rats. So I was like, I want a sexy pig, but I want it to be anatomically correct. And he goes, what does that mean? And I said, and then I'll show you guys it came out much more like Japanese cartoony than I was looking for. But this is a sexy pig, a sexy pig humidor that I have. It was custom painted with six breasts,
6 teeth.
Now the worst part is that now I don't feel like I can take this anywhere because I have to like tell the whole story. Like behind it, and then it's like, can you imagine just rolling into a cigar shop with like this on your? You get a little.
No, it's
you have some looks.
It's something.
And that's what he wrote on the back.
Pig tits.
Sexy pig, 3 tits.
Hey, that's kind of a Tyler. That's kind of a callback to a previous episode when we had the Roma crew on, and my topic was milk cheese, and it is possible to make milk cheese. But it's like really difficult to milk the pigs, or it hurts them or something. Remember
I didn't know
Milk
that was the
cheese?
thing that could
What the
happen.
fuck?
Yeah.
Milk cheese?
Yeah, I sometimes Google things and it becomes their topics, and that was one of them.
Do you
I
use that in
sometimes
your
Google my things.
No, because we eat beef, we eat pork, and then all of a sudden we drink milk, but we don't drink pig milk. I mean, I wasn't sure where the line.
Well, goat's milk's a thing. Yeah, I guess I'm now interested in this as well.
There you go.
Are certain animals less milky?
I thought people do like rat milk too. That's the thing, right?
Oh, dude.
How do you milk an almond? That's like an all-time
Yeah.
dad joke.
I love
Lamp.
Kingpin, where he goes out in the morning and starts to milk the cow. And he's like, yeah, it took a while to get her going, but once I did, she was, she's like, we don't have a cow, we have a bull. And he spits out the Kingpin. Great movie. Woody Harrelson, Bill Murray. Jeff Daniels? Anyways, Kingpin, great movie. On that note, Jack, what's your like go-to Drew Estate smoke, would you say?
Well, I am the biggest Herrera, well, not the biggest Herrera Esteli guy, but that's my wheelhouse. And I love Herrera Esteli because I pretty much, I think that I could exist only on the Brazilian Maduro and the Habano, just those 2 cigars, and the Brazilian Maduro Toro Especial, which is like a chunkier Toro. I think it's like a 52 or a 54, but I love it. It's just perfect in that size. And then the Herrera Habano Lonsdale. Those 2 cigars, that would be all I need. Actually, I think that we, as like an internal staff, probably smoke as many Lonsdales as we sell certain months because I smoke like a box a month. I just love that so much. That's a total embellishment. I don't smoke that much of it a month, but you get it.
Tyler, what are your favorites?
From Drew Estate, I also am a big fan of the Willie Herrera, the Herrera Esteliz, the Habano, and then the Maduro you don't see a lot. The San Andreas one.
Yeah, that Norteño. Did you ever have the Churchill box press joint from like 2015?
Yeah, the old shop I worked at was we did a lot of Drew Estate, and we had all
Best.
that. I remember when the Nika Rusticas came out, man. Those were hard to get, and I was super poor, and the price was fucking. It was like $7 a stick.
That was like my college cigar. Those are clutch.
Yeah, those came through in a big way.
I always call those rusticas.
What is it? Yeah, I was trying to think of what cigars I've just pronounced wrong my whole life. I had a really good example a second ago, but I just lost it.
We've had brand owners on here that say Agornosa.
That's true. I love the 16 different ways to pronounce Laranja from Espinosa. Laranja.
Laranja.
How.
We've had Terrence on a couple times.
Terrence is my favorite person. I actually watch football with Terrence on Sunday.
Oh, well, I didn't know we were going to be bragging. I watch football by myself.
We're best friends. Terrence and I talked about you, and he said that he hates you as well. So that's just.
Hey, what is it with me? I mean, where people you either hate me or you hate me.
I don't think that
between.
There can't be. You seem like a pretty affable guy. I don't think that you have a lot of like blood rivals, do you?
No. I mean, no. I wouldn't say so. I mean, there's a couple brands I refuse to smoke ever, but.
That's different.
I don't think they know about it, but I don't know. I just, speaking of people we like, Ben, our Drew Estate rep, man, he's been doing this forever.
He's been doing it forever. I think it was like 2013 or something. He said that when he started.
Yeah, he always thinks I'm younger than I am, so I always. So like I said, when I go to Austin, eventually when that ever opens up, I'm just gonna be 28. I'm just gonna. I started at Southwest when I was 18, and I'm 28, You
have a youthful just demeanor. You can pull it off.
That translates to you're immature.
It's pronounced immature.
Immature.
Immature adult.
I hate when people say that. See, and the thing is, nice. Dom can edit this out in the
not on Facebook,
but not on Facebook Live. So you guys are stuck with the. Yeah. Shout out to Nate. He's watching. He probably just popped in for 1 second.
Dom, you have to listen. You have to listen to this again afterwards.
Yeah, to do that.
That seems like it could be a Tyler job. Well, I guess
no.
No.
He's from Silicon Valley, man. He's they're all nerds out there except for Dom. I picked the wrong fucking Cali nerd.
Yep.
So I know so much about kombucha.
Kombucha. What the fuck is that? Inglourious Bastards. Bargiano.
Yeah. What does he say? Gorlami.
Gorlami.
De Coco.
Arrivederci.
Arrivederci.
Great movie. So you don't listen to any of your old dojo?
I can't. I don't know. I especially if I'm on it. Now, if I have if there's a dojo show and I'm available, or there's like a guest that I know, I'll do that. Support the old show. But I got to a breaking point of cigar content. There's just too much. I try to read as much as possible, and then I try to I'll pop in if I see somebody's live at a certain time. Do you ever pop in like on Instagram? You're trying to hit like the stories. And then you accidentally hit on somebody's live, and then you pop up for a second. They're like, "Oh hey, oh Jack's here, oh hey," and you're just like,
"Oh Jack's gone."
No, I'm not. That was an accident.
I was never here. I do not exist. No, I was saying, do you ever go back and listen to pods that you were on to see how you can get better and improve yourself?
No, I don't want to. I think I'm
I was there for it. What do I got to hear about it? I was there.
No, I don't want to improve. I think that I will say some of my storytelling ability could be refined, but I don't, I'm just and I hate the sound of my own voice.
We all do.
And my laugh is just the worst thing in the world. So I would never go back.
Do you have a story that you've been perfecting you want to tell the audience?
I think I could give the pants story a rip. Now it's about a 4-minute story. Do you think that that's the one?
It's a great story. If you're feeling up to
I'm
it,
ready.
They had to talk you into it in Denver to tell a story.
Well, I've told it a couple times recently, so I feel like I got it. So Dom, I was in the trade show that was in New Orleans was like 2015.
It's a Nolans.
Nowlands or 16, but at the same time as that trade show, there was something called Tales of the Cocktail, which is like it's there every year, but it's like the bartending, like the spirits world all comes together and all these bartenders and bar owners. So it was the cigar, the IPCPR, and that at the same time. So somehow, some way, we were just hanging out, and one of our friends goes, "Hey, you have to come to this crazy party. I think I can get you guys in." So we go and we walk, up the street, and we go, and it's a World War II museum that has been retrofitted, or like not retrofitted because it's already old, but has been like created into this gigantic party for Williams and Graham. And it's like there's like 16 bars. And we walk up to the first bar, and, we pull out our wallet, we get in there somehow. And they're like, no, everything's free tonight. Like everything's free. And it was the coolest party ever. There's like freaking foam cannons and laser beams. So we go and we have 2 drinks at all times. You finish one and then you go to the next bar in your empty hand. So we're completely soused. And we got into that party by some miraculous measure. I don't even know how, but we're all back at the place across the street from us, smoking a cigar. And we're like, this could not have been a better night. And then we hear word that down the street is the Bacardi party. Our friend's like, oh yeah, you think that was a cool party? The Bacardi party is just down the street. So I am like out of my mind, like, stumbling around. I'm like, I think I'm going to go to the Bacardi party. So then we walk up, me and 2 of my friends walk straight to the bouncer, and we see our friend like in the distance, and he's like crying. He's like, this is the best night of my life. And we walk up, and the bouncer's like the size of, a tractor trailer. And he's like, there's no chance you guys are getting in. And we're like, we're with Cigar Dojo. Like, he's like, no, you have to leave. So in order to leave, we have to walk on this, like, there's this fence that's got a bunch of spikes in it. It's like a medieval fence that's like 8 feet tall. And you can see the party the entire time. So you're walking around, and then one of my buddies goes, screw it, just boost me. So we try to boost him. We're not really athletic. He's not really athletic. Like, it's not working. And he just gives up. And as soon as he gives up, this Filipino kid with a backpack on, just like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, just like ran up. Like, he didn't even touch the fence. He like floated over the fence and did like a backflip and then just like landed on the other side. It was the most incredible thing we'd ever seen. So I was like, screw it, like, boost me. So I get to the top of the fence, and it's like kind of windy, and it's so flimsy, and I'm not like, in the best shape of my life. And then as soon as I'm up there, I'm like just shaking like crazy. This like door opens, and like some sort of janitor or security guard or something is like, hey, you have to get down from there. So instead of like hopping down, I just throw my body over, and the little spikes, one of them stabs me in the side, and then my pants get caught on one of them. And I fall, and I land completely on my ankle. So I have my gut is like kind of bleeding. I'm like, oh, and my pants are like ripped. And then I like hobble up to the bar. She's like, what can I get you? And I was just like, can I get some Bacardi? So I'm literally like, I like think that I'm bleeding. And then she's like, what's wrong with your pants? And I didn't even realize that my entire like pocket was hanging out. Like, so my pocket was just out, and I was like, oh, I bought him like this. Then I'm there, and I'm like drinking my Bacardi. I'm just kind of miserable. And then I turn around, and my 2 friends were just there. I was like, how the hell did you get in here? And my buddy was just like, oh, we asked a couple guys that were leaving if we could just have their wristbands. And I just like bleeding and dying. And then we try to go inside the party, and over the loudspeakers, they're like, the Bacardi party has ended. So we just had to like limp home. And the worst part was, as soon as we left, my friend is like, yeah, that janitor came out. And he's like, it turns out that there was just a ladder right next to the part of the fence you jumped over. So that's the pants story in its totality. It's the only good story I tell.
And you still have the pants and the scar.
No, I don't have. I actually gave the bartender. I told the bartender the story, and I actually gave her the pants. Like the next day, I came back and she was like, "I need those pants. We want to frame them at the bar." Now I don't know if the bar still has the pants. I don't imagine they would.
I wouldn't. I don't see that.
I don't know what
happening.
she did with them, but I did give the pants to someone in a very platonic and normal way.
But another backstory with the pants, it's Nolan's, and you brought two pants.
I brought two pairs of pants.
They were
That was the first night. That was the
Yeah.
first night. So I had to wear. I didn't bring any shorts or anything, so I had to wear one pair of pants for the entire New Orleans trip. And when I got home, I just threw that pair of pants away as well because I was like, I don't even think any amount of laundry detergent will fix this.
We'll sanitize these. Yeah.
It was unreal.
So that's the pants story, guys.
That's it. Yeah, thank you. And I actually told that entire story for the podcast listeners without my pants on. So tune
Full
into the
circle.
Facebook Live next time.
You missed out.
Yeah, get some after dark.
Dom, you have
Oh boy.
anything to follow that up with?
Yeah, pocket out. It's a new fit.
New fit.
I
New
once
fit drop soon.
I once got stuck on a fence too, and I was hanging from it, and the top of the fence ripped through my Adidas swishy pants, my long underwear, my boxers, and it ripped part of my sack and my inner thigh. So I had it ripped part of it scratched my sack. It didn't my sack didn't open. It just scratched it
Well, thank God.
like a cat scratch.
What the heck is wrong with you, man?
But all I know is I was hanging on that fence, and I'm like, please
Don't let me
rip. Just let anything rip, and it did rip. I kind of did a little rocking, and then everything ripped.
Everything ripped.
Everything ripped. Ripping and the tearing. The ripping. You ever see that? Tosh Point oh? Tosh
Yes.
Point oh was funny back in the day, bro.
Oh yeah, the early days.
Mm-hmm. R.I.P. Daniel Tosh.
Yeah, it's so sad. I actually know somebody that was on Tosh.0. There was one of the viral video. Do you
Daniel
guys remember
Tosh died?
No, I don't think he died.
No. Come on.
Oh.
His
He's,
show
the show's just dead.
it jumped the shark.
It jumped the shark. Tyler didn't know that phrase. Is that true?
No, Don doesn't know that phrase.
I've never heard that phrase.
Yeah, it's a phrase like when it's based on Happy Days.
Mm.
There was one episode where Fonzie jumped a jet ski. No, what are they called? Where you stand up and you ski on the.
Skis in Cabo.
What is that called?
A jet ski.
No, he was not on the jet ski. He was water skiing. He jumped over a shark on when he was water skiing, and then the show got bad after that. So that's
Speaking
phrase.
of Pompadour, speaking of Fonzie, that was a bad transition. The Pompadour hairstyle, are you guys familiar?
Yeah.
Named after a woman.
Who
Her
is
name
that?
was Pompadour. It was her name.
Did she have it or did she create it?
That's high praise.
She created it. She had upswept hair, so her name is eponymous with the hairstyle. Sixth grade spelling word of the day, eponymous. Tyler.
Anonymous.
Look upon us, and I
Boy.
think I finally figured out the three theirs.
Ah.
Congrats.
So there's they are. We had the apostrophe.
Oh, I thought you said the three bears. I was like, how did
No.
you? I
Oh,
was like, how long did that take you?
No, not too long. And then there, THEIR is like yours, showing possession.
Okay.
And then like over there.
Yeah.
But like what I got confused, be like, nah, I don't even want to talk about how I would get confused. But next I want to learn whom versus who, and the other one. Whom's amongst. And I need to learn Spanish.
I just got than and then. Just nailed those in within the last 6 months, I think. Now I'm on it.
That's COVID's done some good things.
I can't do weather and weather. I don't know the difference. I got to be honest.
That
One of
one's
them's got an
easy.
H.
they're not pronounced differently, but you're giving us the hint for the H one.
Yeah, weather.
Yeah,
Weather.
gotcha.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm going with there.
Man, I really gotta pee again.
Well,
I think my bathroom's right by my. You know what, guys? Carry on. I'm gonna go drain the main vein.
Tyler, what time are we at right now?
I don't know, but hold on.
All right.
This would be a good time to just really vent about how much, how much pain he's caused in our lives.
It's not as fun though unless he's there to take it.
Well, this will be great because you'll make him to listen to it afterwards.
He doesn't listen to them. The only one he's listened to that I know of was, so I compiled all the funny clips for our entire year of podcasting and spliced them all together. So we had like a best of 2020.
And you're just living and dying, and he's just the bad boy of the podcast.
He's something. Well, he was a bad boy in third grade, and then
the whole punch saga.
Yeah, hole punch and South Park shirts.
Look at this guy. This guy, he makes us wait for him while he puts his meat away. Now we got to watch him pick out a cigar.
Let's go back to fashion real quick. I made the mistake of buying several pairs. We talked about jeans, and everybody agreed with me that it's weird that Dom only has one pair of jeans and I have like 10. But I have these jeans that I bought that have buttons versus a zipper.
Oh, my God. Yeah, that should be illegal.
It should be illegal. I didn't know they still made those. I mean, no wonder they're $5 cheaper than the zippers.
So
Who bought them?
I didn't know they were.
Well, you don't know.
Zippers.
You don't put on.
You
don't.
don't try them on.
No, not during a pandemic. Are you nuts? That's how COVID gets spread.
Through your pants?
Or what are you, a scientist now, Dr. Fauci?
Dom Fauci.
Hey, putting the pants over your face? No.
Hey, what this man does in his own time is none of our business.
Yeah. Who are you to judge, Mr. Jack, have you heard of Jenko jeans?
Of course.
Yeah, this motherfucker hasn't.
Well, he probably doesn't even know what Fago is.
Well, I'm not
Fuego,
a juggalo.
like hot?
Well, I feel like Jinko jeans and juggalos are kind of,
How dare you?
Ooh, one of the cigar groups that I am a part of, one of the dudes was like, "Oh yeah, I'm a furry,"
Oh.
and I was like, "Is that
Name Peter Boswell?
Yeah, Peterson
could
Boswell.
be."
Peterson.
What do you do? I mean,
I thought that
I've
was
always
just like
wondered
something you
about
always kept a
furries.
secret. It's like,
well, the thing I wonder about them is like, what do you like? Just put it on sometimes and just kind of walk around the house, like do some chores, vacuum, or like is it like a occasion thing? It's like putting on.
Maybe you go down to Nicaragua and get your humidor painted with 6 teat on it.
Yeah, I'm also a furry, but I cosplay a anatomically correct sexy female pig.
What is the sexiest animal out there?
no, Tyler.
I mean,
I don't know. I feel like there's some. We don't even know what's in the deep ocean yet. There's still some stuff that could be down there. Who knows? Like the Shape of Water type stuff.
ooh.
Ooh.
Tyler,
haven't seen
please get
that.
a girlfriend.
How about you get a real girlfriend?
You're asking some weird questions, man.
I'm just
worried
you
about
brought
you.
up the furry, bro.
Yeah, different than like, what's the sexiest animal?
I'm just saying, if you're gonna go all in on a rat, maybe there's some other options out there.
Yeah, I feel like the large felines are too dangerous to be. That may.
Big cat, the ultimate game, most dangerous game.
Do you guys watch Speed Racer?
I'm
The
familiar
movie?
with it.
The cartoon, but I guess, and the movie.
I just remember he used to be able to shoot like his rifle like 600 times in 2 seconds. I don't know if that actually happened in a specific scene or something, but
Never mind that topic.
No, do you remember talking back to like those old shows we used to watch as a kid? It was like from the 70s. It was a cartoon. It was like a little rhino that would shoot little pellets out. They're all like aliens. Remember that?
kind of. But you're saying you were attracted to.
No, I'm not. Not at all. It was like a flesh-colored rhino.
That's my band's name.
Flesh-colored.
No.
We are Flesh-Colored Rhino. You've been such an amazing.
Have you seen Scott Pilgrim vs. the World?
Of course.
Great movie. Dom hasn't seen that.
Do you
Did
just
you
have
know
like
that-
a list that you track of what Dom
Well,
has not seen?
It's very frustrating when someone goes to film school, but yet they don't see any of the modern classics or the old classics or any like. What's your favorite movie, Dom?
I don't have one. I can't.
Did you throw, how did you pick this fucking career? Or
Tyler,
I mean, not
what's your
career,
favorite color?
Blue.
Oh,
Oh, he got you there. I feel like you could have.
why is it your
well,
favorite color? That's there.
Because
question.
the sky.
Well, the sky is what?
Is blue.
Nailed it.
It's just
Wow,
I
Dom.
like the color.
I hate taking Tyler's side, but he really got you there.
Okay,
He really zinged it.
Jack. Next time you see Terrence, talk to him about Social Network and tell him that it is.
This is
A
we
great
did talk
movie.
about this. Yep.
I don't know what his deal is with
It is a good movie. It's a legitimately
What?
a good movie.
Yeah, Terrence is
He's
just.
got some weird opinions.
He does. Not only that, I think he wears his belt too high.
No, he's just his waist is like near his armpits. That's the issue. Is it?
He's a swimmer.
Yeah, he's just got a high waist. It's a medical thing.
What are your opinion on the high waist pants / shorts on people?
I think that it's a good trend. I don't think dudes can pull that off, obviously.
Well, Terrence does.
I don't know. When you see kind of some of the dudes with the high pants, it's just a little too like 70s.
I say bring back the high pants in the suit jacket, in the suit, but not the wide shoulders.
Ah,
But and keep the pinstripes though. Bring those back.
I can't even picture what you're saying now. You've completely
Yeah,
lost
you've.
me.
Can you draw us something?
You'll dream about it tonight.
I am thinking about getting a pair of Vans that you just slip on.
Yeah, those are the best. I had a pair for years. I don't think I could pull them off now, but it's a good shoe choice.
Yeah. And we talked about shorts and how don't wear cargo. Fucking Dickies, man, those are nice shorts.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
kind of like a it's like a tradie thing. Like I feel like you have to, but I'm big into the stolen valor. Like if you
Yeah.
do that, you have to like work at like a auto body shop or something.
Like
You
the
guys ever
car
have-
thing. Like, does he work in a mill? Is he
Yeah.
a carpenter? Is he a hipster?
You guys
He
have
fit-
Lucky Brand jeans?
I'm a Levi guy myself.
Yeah, I'm
You,
also a Levi guy, but I did have a brief phase where I had like the jeans with the like aggressive pockets. Not like full like Ed Hardy, but like they definitely had some like
BB.
We call those state fair
Baby.
jeans in Wisconsin. You ever been to a
I-
state fair?
no.
Or like yeah, those are state fair jeans.
I don't
Like-
want to know.
It's all knockoff shit, and then like the bedazzled and yeah.
I don't think that I want to know.
Is it that brand? Is it Bebe or BB? With the bedazzled
Bebe.
for
You think that either of us look like guys that know what that is?
Tyler's the know-it-all with fashion, apparently.
I don't know.
Oh, you don't
Look.
know fashion.
Okay, time out.
Oh,
So for the first time in my life, I don't have to shop at the Husky section or Big and Tall, where not only was I really big, but I was 6'3" is kind of tall. I mean,
Yeah, tallish,
It's tall.
tall ass.
yeah, mostly big, a
Mostly
little bit
big.
tall.
Mostly,
now-
that's just a small market. Hey, I'm
Yeah, I
going
don't
to the
have to
mostly
shop
big.
in those anymore. So now I can pick and choose. Like this Nike hoodie, I'm not sure if I like the hoodie on here. It's different, but
You
I'm
look like a
willing to
Ninja
try
Turtle.
it out.
He does look like a Ninja Turtle.
Yeah, that was like who's the
Who's-
orange one? Leo,
No, Leo's the blue one. The orange one's Mikey.
Michelangelo.
I always identified with
Hmm.
Donatello because there was never a cool thing that Donatello got to do. Donatello,
like-
they were just like, you're the nerd. Like, Donatello, go hack the thing. And then it's like, Donatello would have 3 fingers and he'd be like typing on a computer. I'm like, how is he pulling this off? Like,
Well, it's a cartoon, so it's not real.
finger is the size of a
Um,
heel. Oh, analogy of the day. Bring into that Master Splinter. If Master
Oh.
Splinter were a cigar, what cigar would he be?
well, I feel like I'm like legally obligated to like say Ratzilla.
Dirty Rat.
Yeah, I think that
Year of the Rat. There we go. Full circle. I haven't smoked it.
Bam.
I don't know if I can say that.
All right,
Ratatouille.
noted. You guys noted. What else would be a good like Master Splinter non-Drew estate?
So it has to be something. You know, I'm gonna say a PG.
Wise, the wise man, Elowense.
That's a good one.
Tyler, what
I
does
was-
PG stand for?
Paul
Paul
Gamarian.
Grammarian.
Yeah,
Yeah, because that's all like really aged stuff, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I have his book.
You
Is
wrote
that a
It's,
different book?
I have a few books here.
Cigars in the Parlor. He's the author.
No, he has his own.
Do you call it PG-13?
That might be the word. The new
Oh, okay.
clubhouse leader for the worst.
I give up. I'm done.
Yeah. Okay. Here's a question, and this might hopefully it sparks up some convos here. Did your parents ever lie to you about anything?
Yeah.
Like,
My dad told me that eating cookie dough would give you nightmares. And I didn't eat cookie dough for the longest time. And then when I ate cookie dough finally, I was like, this stuff is incredible. I was like, I don't even care about the nightmares. And then somebody was like, what? I was like 16. Like food can't give you nightmares.
we can't give you nightmares.
What the hell?
Well, spicy food, I feel like can. Like if you
Yeah, but
have
not
a
cookie dough.
discomfort.
Oh yeah.
Well, spicy cookie dough, maybe.
Oh,
My mom.
that's the first album of Flesh Colored Rhino. Spicy cookie dough.
My mom tried to convince me that Drew Barrymore she was an ET, but that she played the boy, and then she had a sex change to become a woman.
Why?
I'm like, why would you lie about this?
Why?
Don't know.
It's drafted.
And
That seems. I guess that kind of explains the way that you are a little bit. That sort of
Yeah.
story.
Makes a little more
um,
sense.
Yeah, just the stuff that. Yeah, I mean that one is like, why would you lie about that? And then my grandpa, we went fishing. We caught some fish, and I'm like, Grandpa, can we keep this and eat it for dinner? He's like, not this fish. They got a lot of poop in them. And I'm like, what? Well, why can't you just like work around
Get
the
it
poop?
out.
Can't you just get? No, we can't eat that. It's poop in it. I'm like, yeah, well, we all have poop. I mean, so, R.I.P. Grandpa.
May he rest in peace.
Where is
Is
he? There he is.
Nice.
Did
Yeah.
your grandpa just make his first appearance on the pod?
No, he's been in there. I've talked about him. That was a painting
Yeah.
from Dan Welsh, his wife.
Oh, it's a
painted that.
painting.
Yes.
I thought that his urn was physically right there.
No, that would be.
Interesting.
No, he's buried up north, about 3 hours north. I haven't been up north since his funeral. That was 2 years ago. I should go up there, and I put a Cuban in his casket.
That's cool.
Not to get
I've always said that I want to be cremated and just have all of the cigars that I own thrown in there with me. Like I don't want to give them to anybody. I just want it to be like one last smoke, just like.
I want to be
Speaking,
cremated and my ashes spread at the Roma Craft headquarters in Austin.
Not even like the fields or like the factory or.
The fermentation
guys-
Palone.
did you guys see Oliver Naveau of United Cigars' story a few days ago? It was like when you die, you can be put into this like pod that is put in the earth, and then a tree grows out of your body.
That's a thing that happens. Yeah. They do that in Europe a lot. Well, in Europe, they don't have a lot of room anymore for cemeteries because people have just been dying forever. So they have to like get creative.
I want to go out like Osama bin Laden in an unmarked grave in the middle of the ocean.
I would not say that you would want to go out that
No,
way.
I don't want to go
If you wanna
out.
be buried-
I don't want to go out
SEAL Team
shot,
6 busting into
busting
Milwaukee
in my house
airport,
with,
yeah.
with my 7 sister wives and then my sad collection of porn. That was one of the things they found in his.
I know that they did. I like that you've evaluated it. Like you checked it out and you're like, this is pathetic, Osama. you should have done way better.
Zero Dark 30, man. They went deep into the porn of
Oh, I know.
Bin Laden. One of Jessica Chastain's better roles, I would say.
Yeah, I watched Molly's Game, and she's a
I
great
can't-
actress, but it was not that good.
That I did not want any part of Molly's game. It
Well,
looked horrible.
Jeremy
seen it.
Bloom. Jeremy Bloom was her brother, and he was like an idol of mine growing up. He was this tiny little guy that played. He was an Olympic mogul skier, and he was on the CU Buffs. He was like a wide receiver returner. It was great.
That's his name, Jeremy Bloom?
Jeremy Bloom. That was her brother.
Oh, in real life or in the movie?
Both. I mean, it's
He's
based on
an
a true
act-
story.
Wait, what?
It's Molly's Game is based on a true story.
Oh,
Molly Bloom. It's a whole thing.
it's a thing.
And Kevin Costner, one of his worst roles ever, too.
Maybe I should check that out. Kevin Costner has found
It's a good hate. It's a good hate watch. Like Draft Day. Have you ever seen Draft Day?
Dude, I heard Draft Day was awful.
It's a great hate watch, though. Like if you're looking for something to just like hate, great one.
So the Great Expectations of film.
How dare you?
I'm gonna check out every version of Great Expectations.
I'm gonna send you a book, Jack, and you're gonna read it, and you're gonna like it, and you're gonna say,
I'll have it done before the next Olympics.
It's a long book.
How long?
My copy is like 400 pages almost. I think 380.
"Yeah,
That's
but
not
you've read
awful.
Twilight 12
How-
times."
How small is the text? Because there's
It's
a big.
pretty dense. It's dense.
Oof.
Like I read for the full day and I read probably 52 pages. But I'm a slow reader also.
And you're also a slow smoker because you smoke one cigar a week.
It's
Seems like you guys need like marriage counseling or something.
we've had that before.
It's just
not had it, but we've heard that.
I'm older than Dom and therefore much wiser and therefore farther along in my cigar journey than he is and he will ever be. And I think he gets jealous that I get to travel around and lead a good life, and he's stuck in communist California.
Dude, the lounges, like I said earlier, we can't even go to them outside now.
You look
all
like
been
the
shut
guy
down.
from Home Improvement. You never see his face. You just
Oh,
on the other side of the bed.
Wilson.
Wilson. You never saw Home Improvement? Oh, my
I know of the show.
oh God.
Dun, 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 dun. With Al?
Yeah, Al. We got a guy at work who looks just like Al Borland.
Al Borland. What do you think Tim Allen's doing right at this exact moment?
Probably writing some kind of hate speech or something. He's falling off the deep end. All right. Dom, anything else? Oops, what did I do?
I think we're pretty good.
Jack, was this everything you thought it would be and less?
This is exactly what I thought it was going to be. It was perfect. This is, besides your meat, that was the only curveball.
Dude, I can't pass a good deal up on meat.
That was the only curveball, but I got everything I needed and wanted.
Steak, pork chops, ground turkey for tacos. I mean, I'm set for 6 to 8 months now.
6 to 8 months? How
No,
much did you buy?
I bought a lot of meat. I gotta go to my basement freezer and put it in there.
What else you got in that basement freezer? Tron's
Tron-
comment now is
Tron's
a little,
foot.
yeah.
That's where I was the inspiration for that.
You're the inspiration.
Jack, I gotta come down to Miami and visit you
Anytime, brother.
and Terrence if he's
No,
around.
He's not. He hates
He's
you.
not. I think he's got a restraining order against me.
He's busy.
He's busy. He already texted me.
He's out of the office. You missed him. Just missed him.
Not cool.
We got Southwest down here now. Just do some sort of Southwesty thing. I'm sure that works. You can just go, hey, I need to do Southwest stuff over there.
Yeah, that would go over well. Dude, Denver, man. Denver scarred me for life.
Tyler, you have to if you transfer, you have to become a flight attendant.
That would be amazing.
I would be the best.
It'd be great.
sure you
I can
would.
totally see that.
The only thing is, like, if I move to any other department besides,
You start at the bottom again?
yeah, unless I'm in the same union, but with flight attendants, but you keep your pay.
Unions.
But if become a flight attendant, I start at the bottom of the pay. So it's like, I got 10 years in the game, fam. I can't start all over again. And I'm looking pretty good. I'm 28. I've been with Southwest for 10 years, and
Okay, do you think your future wife is listening to this?
I doubt it.
Well, it could be this this podcast will live on. So maybe someday that could be true. On Facebook Live, certainly not.
Certainly not. No, not the 3 viewers we have, and Tron's logged into 3 different accounts. So,
Not Tron.
All
but
right.
if you show this to Dom, if you show it to your sister, now we're talking.
Jack, thank you for being on.
Thanks for having me, fellas.
Appreciate your time.
I had a blast.
I have no clue who we're getting on next week. Like I said, maybe we'll hit up Dave. I know we're trying to plan something with Kim coming up.
Maybe Jack again.
Yeah,
What
we'll
do
make
you
it. I'll
do?
do it every week.
Every. Oh, I got a rotisserie chicken. I gotta go eat, guys. I can't go to a grocery
How
store
much
and not-
meat? How much meat are we talking?
Protein, bro. Gotta get that protein.
Must have been an insane amount of meat.
You're welcome. You never know when the next pandemic's gonna happen.
Don't say that. Tyler,
All
when
right.
you're good at making ginger beer, I'll send you some.
No, I want that fucking dreamsicle beer.
Mm.
The baby gravy.
Oh yeah,
beer.
that's fermentation.
Oh no 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 no
Oh no no no.
Oh no.
no.
All right, gents, I'm gonna
All
call
right.
it.
Yeah.
Thanks-
All right.
thanks-
Hey,
Hey Dom, I'm gonna text you and I'm gonna get your address. And I'm actually gonna send you guys some stuff.
Cool.
much appreciated. I can't
gotta
wait
see
to
if I can get some cool stuff. Make sure.
That'd be dope.
I don't
So
know.
we'll-
H99's off the table because I only got 2. But You're the Rat, easy. I'll send you guys some of that. Easy.
Deal. All right, and
Tyler will send you our new
He already sent me some stuff.
dryer sheets. No, our new logo
Oh, that's a
car
great idea.
freshener. When we get it, Tyler, we got to find somebody. I don't know if I want to ask Sean.
just ask
because I feel
Sean.
like
He's a fan of the pod.
He's a fan of the
We'll see.
He's a
pod.
friend of the pod.
Yeah, well, Tyler, how about you just stop looking different? If you just look the same all the time.
No,
the logo
this is
would
my
That's
look.
true.
I got 25 more pounds, and I'm happy.
never- All right, gents.
All right, Jack. Let me know when you open the box, and
I will, and I'm excited. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. I
yeah.
can't believe it. All right,
But
boys.
rock and roll.
Jack, see you later. Thank you.
Night, boys.
Let me know
Peace
when
out.
you get the package. Make
I
sure
will
it's all
tomorrow.
safe.
I'll check it out.
All right. See you, Jack. Thank you.
God bless.
Yeah.